Namaskar, this is Professor Eslal, Professor of Mathematics and Computing in the Department of Science and Technology under the Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Scholars in the series of my lecture on research and publication ethics for your PhD coursework. Today, I am here to discuss with you about intellectual honesty and research integrity. Since we are discussing about research and publication ethics, so intellectual honesty and research integrity. One pillar is intellectual honesty and another pillar is research integrity. Means if in our body there are two legs, one leg is what? Like intellectual honesty. If our body is a research, then one leg is intellectual honesty, another leg is research integrity. Means if you are having PhD degree or if you are claiming that you are a scientist or you are a scholar or you are students having some fellowship or some any accreditation related to any renowned labs of Indian government or any state government. So in that circumstance, it is supposed that you are aware about the intellectual honesty and research integrity. What is the meaning of actually this term intellectual honesty? If I ask you that you tell me what is the meaning of this term intellectual honesty, then what will be your answer? You are intellectual. Intellectual means what? In Hindi, buddhijeevi. Means your survival is on the basis of your knowledge, on the basis of your skill. You are saying that your survival is due to your skill and your knowledge in your field. If you are a university teacher, if you are a college teacher, or if you are a scientist in a lab, you are a junior scientist working with your mentor. So there is some protocol that should be followed by you, and that differentiate you from others who are, independently working somewhere, and they are having some big board, and they are saying that they also have, vast knowledge. But overall, knowledge is not a matter. Matter is how integrated you are very related to your research and related to your intellectuality. So intellectual honesty and research integrity is the topic on which today I am going to discuss with you. So let me allow to share the screen to show you something related to this. Though I would like to declare here that these materials are already existing in the public domain. My motto is just only to share this concept because I have taken all these materials from the public domain by using Google. You can also find these materials, but my target is to, explain these ideas as per the experience or as per the knowledge. So here is intellectual honesty and research integrity. I just explained the meaning of the term intellectual, and just you go through the write-up in this slide. Intellectual honesty in proposing, performing, and reporting research. PPR. You can write here. PPR means what? PPR. Just wait. PPR means proposing, performing, and reporting. If you are showing intellectual honesty, then you are supposed to propose some work. You are supposed to propose some hypothesis, some variables for your finding. Then you are supposed to perform that task by yourself or with your team, and then you are supposed to report your mentor. Means proposing, performing, and reporting. These two P and one R are supposed to be the wheel of your intellectual honesty. And research refers to honesty with respect to the meaning of one's research. Means if the research is yours, if I say that I am the inventor of this mouse, of this computer, then this is not the proper to say like that. I may be a mechanic to prepare after its stoppage of working, but I can't say that I am the inventor. So if you are saying that it's your work, then as per the intellectual honesty parameters, you are proposing that work, you are performing that work, and you are reporting the same research to your mentors to claim and to justify that this is your research. It is expected that researchers present proposal and data honestly. Yes, in this paragraph you see, as I try to give you a little bit hint, that it is expected that researchers present proposal and data honestly and communicate their best understanding of work in writing and verbally. If you are working, if you are proposing, you are performing, and you are reporting, means it is supposed that you have ability to give the written aspect of your research, as well as you are capable to stand before the audience, to the committee, to anyone, and to express your view that what actually you have done. And it happens to check the intellectual honesty and research integrity. It is why there is a provision of Viva, Hoshi, in your PhD. At the end of the examination of your thesis, you submit after the completion of your PhD work. So intellectual honesty is very, very important because you are the proposer, you are the performer, and you are the reporter of your work. And if these three tasks you are performing yourself, means you are here to say that you are the real player of that game that is called research. So scholars, it is my request to you that kindly hear intellectual honesty. Intellectual honesty is very, very important for you because it reflects the positive part of your personality as a scientist, as a scholar, as a PhD holder. And whenever you are working in your team, it automatically reflects that yes, you have some integrity related to your PhD, related to your intellectual ability and others. So I hope you have gone through this aspect. And one thing, you see, why intellectual honesty and research integrity is important. I just sending this on the top. Just give me 1 minute. Just why this is important. Means why intellectual honesty and research integrity is important. As in the beginning of this lecture, I tried to make you convince that if you are a person having PhD degree, or if you are claiming that you are working in a research lab, or you are a scientist or junior scientist, or if you are working with your students after becoming assistant professor, or after your further appointment in any other organization who is involved in research publications, otherwise startup or innovation or incubation. So you can see that the report argues that research integrity vital because it creates trust, and trust is at the heart of the research process. Trust is at the heart of the research process. Suppose I am giving you an example. Your son or your brother or your sister or your neighbor, anyone is suffering from fever since last 1 month. And your family doctor, is suggesting you for the blood check of your that very person who is suffering from fever. So the report, that is given by that very lab is the only aspect for the doctor as well as for the patient, and for you and your family, your kith and kin, and your relatives and friends to actually realize that whether and what is the actual problem of 1 month long disease. So people start saying that XYZ, I'm giving artificial name, XYZ lab has given this report, so this report may not be, you can say declared as null and void, or it may not be refused that this report is not correct. Means people and masses have very good trust on the analysis and research of that very lab. So research integrity bears trust also. Who has conducted this research? If suppose if in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, my X student or my Y student or my Z student has completed any research work, or she has obtained any rating, then I can say that yes, if X has completed this result, then I can't say that result is fake, because I know that a scholar, completes or performs or does very honestly. So research integrity creates trust, and trust is at the heart of research process. Whatever may be the level of research, whatever may be the style of research, whatever may be the configuration of research, or diversities or field of the research, but in each and every one, trust is very important phenomenon. So I can say, or you should note, that in intellectual honesty and research integrity, it is important because it creates trust, and trust is at the heart of the research process. Researchers must be able to trust each other's work, and they must also be trusted by the society, since they provide scientific expertise that may impact people's life. And just I have given you an example of the patient who was suffering from fever, or who is suffering from fever, and you are waiting for the result. Result means the test, means the laboratory's report that what actually that person is suffering from, kala jar and any other thing, or dengue, or whatever may be the types of fever, or malaria, or whatever may be the cause. So research integrity, unless and until there is no research integrity, No one can claim that he or she is a research scholar or so she is a scientist or she is working in the field of research. So it is very, very important for us to firstly establish our moral character in such a way that anyone can trust that yes, if you have written, means it is correct. If you have drafted this hypothesis or if you have, simulated, means you have configured all the result with the help of computational process by taking computer application use. So then we can say that yes, this result is correct. Nobody can deny. If any report is coming from ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, or if any research report is coming from DRDO, or any research is coming from raw research analysis being, that is the one of the very vital being of Ministry of Home Affair of Government of India regarding security and other concern of the country. They are also doing research. They are analyzing. So integrity is there. It is why everyone is relying. Everyone has faith on the research of others. So integrity means you are having some faith on the research of your colleague, on your juniors, because unless and until there is no integrity, may not be imagine. You may not imagine about the betterment of any good research, any good result of your cramped problem. So try to propose, perform, and report. If you are wearing this the PPR and if there is any trust in your work by your team, there is no any confusion, then this is the signal for anyone that you are wearing research integrity and intellectual honesty. So thank you very much for listening and enjoying this lecture.